Hey guys, welcome back to the Confirmation RM YouTube channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day getting ourselves back into another 2 minute technicals video looking at XRP. This one may be a little bit different because we'll be looking at the future for XRP. Not so much just in the daily or the monthly, but for the whole year, what we expect to see with XRP for the next bull run. So stay tuned if you want to see that sort of price action. So, as you guys can see here, really like $7 to $13 XRP. That sounds kind of crazy, don't it? But if we just take this is from Bitfinex. You know, this chart has been around since 2017, May of 2017, using the high at a low here, most consistent low. We are actually seeing from this point, we're battling a contingency here at 91 cents. I guess if you put here in a logarithmic and you did this, you can see 91 cents was there, and you can see actually with last month's close, we actually got ourselves broken out from being bearish since April of 2022 when we fell below. As you can see, we were holding above it for a little while here. When we broke out in February, came up here to that $2 and what was that? Around 3 cents, $2.01. Came back down, held for support, came back up for some retest here at the 382, fell through it, and came back for support that kind of neanders itself sideways through here. But what's crazy now, as you can see, after holding that support for a while, we actually got our first breakthrough in this for if we were to do this, falling below almost a year. So after 12 candles of being wedged below here, we actually got to close above here. So you're looking at a retracement. If we do get a retracement below here, you could see around 53 cents. If you were to zoom in here and you were to do this, you could see that we could come back to retest this and fly out. And you can see from history, it has done that. Came flying up, came back down, and came flying up, came back down, flew up, But typically that's how it works. But what's crazy about this too is if we come here to the MACD, I don't really want the RSI, we want the MACD. We got our first, green candle close, which as you can see in history, when that has happened, we get our nice little run up. And if you were to grab our little tool here just to see, what that would look like, you grab it out here. And judging based off of the chart up here, that lines up exactly. Look at that, lines up exactly with what we're looking at. Obviously, this is a stupid way of doing it. It's just a funny representative. But as you can see, we can see how long these typically last. So the last time this lasted 19 bars. So you'd see 19 bars. So what was the peak bar? The peak bar here was 12 bars in, and that would make sense. 12 bars in would be August of next year, and that's actually what it says right here. It says August of next year. So XRP is showing that we're going to grind our way upwards, even if we bounce around in this region from 88 to 53 the whole entire year until we get to that make or break point. It could show up there. Obviously, it doesn't mean that it can't break out early, because the earlier it breaks out, the higher the price goes. As you guys see, the higher it goes. So if it decides to do it in December or January, you have more of a target that's up there around like $9 to $13, as opposed to obviously if the later it breaks out, the lower it goes, up there to around only 8. But obviously, I know for some people in here, I mean, anywhere from that from that 363 up there to that $8. I mean, that's a good price for all of us. But if we come over here to this other chart too, it also shows us even on a shorter term, because we're having more history gives us a better idea of what's going to be happening. As you can see right here, giving us a clear indication, and you can even see here down here on the MACD, we actually got our first nice close here in June, actually turning the tide. And you see right here where we turned the tide back in March of 2020 is when we got that huge fly up. So right now it's the start. We come over here to a smaller chart. You can see the same thing comes out to around July of 24. You can see that price region here from that last time it smacked even gives us out there to that $3.82 on a short term to around that 464. So as you can see, that full target gets around 737, and you see on the longer term here that's our first target, and the second target being 1386. So you have both of these kind of in constitution with each other, and we have the short term and the long term action. Long term, short term, of what we look at, like the two possibilities, one ending at $7 and one just giving a beginning of that 7 to 13. Obviously, come over here into the daily, what's going on with XRP right now. It's kind of all just noise, as you guys know. What we need to do is get ourselves off of logarithmic, go to regular, get ourselves back into a 4-hour chart. And obviously, it looks like absolute chaos, because why would it not? Zoom ourselves in, and you can see right here, got our nice wick right down here to 2618 today. As you guys know, got ourselves a nice retest back upwards. If we were to go like this, go sideways. I kind of messed that up a little bit right here. You can see. Coming back down for that 786 retracement, but if we hold that retracement and not get any more pushback, we're going to full send it all the way down here to that 56 target. So as I was just saying, though, based off of that other chart, you do have that 53 as that 53, 54. And see, that's why we have this gold line here going across as our fallback point, which it's pretty cool to know that based off the chart over here, giving us that 53. Let's actually go back to the monthly. You can see that 53. Oh, we gotta get back on our logarithmic because it ain't right like that. There we go. You can see that 53 comes right in there. 53, 49 gives us our low target. But what do you guys see going on? What do you guys think is going to happen? I'm thinking that we're going to wind up seeing that lower end of that target before we see any relief. I think XRP has to do that full move to the downside, get itself around that region of that 54 to 56 right here. The 56, because there's so many targets that show us 56 before anything really drastically happens. But like I said, you got to look for that target, blasting through that 62.5. And actually get up there and try retesting around that 63. If we do not, I would just expect down here. Because, like I said, you hold the support of the 786. You come here on the inverse. Where are you? Invert scale. You hold this as a support. You flew up, came back up, flew up. Hold that. You're going to continue on for that full extension. But hope you guys are having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Appreciate every single one of you. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Remember, none of it's financial advice, just my personal opinion, and I'll see you guys on the next one.